Hi Aggies! I'm inviting the UC Davis community to join us in celebrating Women's History Month. It's a time to recognize the incredible stories of women who shaped our history and who are leading us into the future. I'm joined by UC Davis Professor Lisa G. Materson, a historian of U.S. women's and gender history. Her work focuses on women's participation in social and political justice movements in the late 19th and 20th century. Thanks for joining us, Lisa. Why is it important to celebrate Women's History Month?
Thank you, LeShelle. Celebrating and studying women's history deepens our understanding of the diverse experiences of over half the U.S. population and transforms how we interpret the past. Women's history does not simply add women to a painting we already have of the past. It repaints political history, expanding it beyond voting and formal office holding to include grassroots activism, community organizing, and everyday struggles. By placing women at the center of questions about society and politics, historians repaint our historical narratives. They reveal how experiences like friendship, love, childbirth, and domestic labor are central to historical change. Women's historians ask, for instance, how did women who were denied formal voting rights shape electoral politics? How have women's historical roles as caregivers for their families and communities shaped political agendas?
As a historian, is there a figure in history or a movement you wish more people were aware of?
Of course. In my class on U.S. women's and gender history since 1865, we study how women's involvement in care work for their families and their communities has been deeply political. We studied, for instance, the history of Vieques Women's Alliance. In 1999, mothers, grandmothers, teachers, and care workers came together to combat the negative effects of U.S. militarism on the health of their families and communities.
Can you tell us more about their story?
Yes. For roughly 6 decades, from the early 1940s until 2003, the United States Navy seized nearly 2/3 of the land in Vieques, an island part of Puerto Rico, to use as a major military training site that conducted live fire exercises. These activities damaged the environment and caused serious health problems, including high rates of cancer for residents. The Vieques Women's Alliance engaged in civil disobedience campaigns and grassroots activism that helped pressure the U.S. Navy to end bombing and withdraw from Vieques in 2003. They continue advocating for environmental cleanup, public health, protections for their community, and against any renewed military buildup. Grounded in lived experience and community responsibility, their activism reminds us that this is political history.
What a remarkable group of women. Thank you for sharing their story, Lisa. Aggies, I hope you'll join us at campus events this month. The Women's Resources and Research Center is hosting programs focused on gender equity. For more information, visit their Instagram channel at UCDWRRC. Together, let's honor the unsung heroes and share the inspiring stories of the women throughout history who've made such an incredible impact on our lives. Happy Women's History Month!